Hey, Ellen.
I'm not Ellen.
I get so mixed up. I've done so many videos with Ellen Wells, and Jen, this is what, the second video we've done together? Well, it's been fun. What we've been doing is roaming the floor of the IGC show 2017, and well, you've done it for 2 days here, and you've seen a lot of cool new stuff. And I was thankful that I was able to come in the second day and find a couple things that you guys missed the first day. Yep. But we're going to take a walk down there. Well, we're just going to show you all the cool stuff that we found at the IGC show, yeah?
Sounds great. Let's get going.
I'm going to show you an item that got a couple of no votes from the two Jennifers, but I convinced them, with the help of Vicky over here, that this is a cool new item. Grass flip-flops. Yes, you heard it right. Take your traditional flip-flop, put some high quality, this is good AstroTurf, probably can't use that term, artificial grass on here, and you come up with a pretty cool novelty item that's actually comfortable footwear, right, Vicky?
Oh, it's terrific. It feels so amazing on your feet.
You're wearing them right now, and not only are you wearing them, Jen Palan's got her toes done just for the occasion. Give us your honest opinion.
They're very soft, very comfortable.
All right, and at $900 for the whole rack wholesale, that's 90 pairs. 90 pairs, so it's extra small, medium, and large. Goes from like 7 to 14. And the cool thing is they will customize the signage up here and the labels on the tags themselves to your business. So that's Grass Flip-Flops. Check them out at grassflipflops.com, and you could be styling as well. Now, I need a size 11, Vicky. Help me out here.
We're here at Darwin's Gardens at the IGC show, and they have created, or one man has created these very cool identification for diseases, for deficiencies, and for bugs. There's 22 of the most common bugs found in North America, 20 of the most common diseases, and then macro, micro, deficiencies and environmental causes. This is a man who is a graphic designer, so these look very cool, and they're laminated so that you can take them into the field. And what's also cool about them is you can sell them in the garden center. He says customers actually buy them as a quick reference to bring home with them with their plants. There's no minimum for the orders, and if you order 60, you also get a free stand with it. When you order, you get the 3 charts.
Now, one of the things I always look for on a retail product is the packaging. Does it catch the eye? And this product, Soil Diva, wow, I love the retro packaging. What is Soil Diva? Well, it is an all-natural biological soil and plant stimulant. We dug a little bit deeper with the owners of the company, and it turns out this is a product that originated in the ag world. Actually been used for 40 years by like serious big farmers, orchard owners, you name it, out in the real agricultural world. And now the woman who has been selling to them for more than 2 decades is packaging it for retail. And here's the retail package of what they're calling Soil Diva. This is a ready-to-use spray. It's about $18.99 retail. It's also available in quart and pint concentrates. And these real cool little one-shot bottles, about $6.50 retail here. In fact, they say great idea is if you're selling somebody a tree, and it's often not good to put fertilizer right out on a fresh tree. This is the ideal stuff. One tree, this makes a gallon of solution, and your customer's tree will get off to a really good start. So that's a nice new product here called Soil Diva with a really nice package.
Here we have had worm castings. We've seen cock-a-doodle-doo, right, in the past. So now we have alpaca grow, and this is made from alpaca poo, but it is freeze dried and it has no odor for humans. You mix it a couple teaspoons with water. You put it in your with your water to water your plants, and it's got a balanced mix for plant food, and it's also a deer repellent, so the deer can smell it but you can't. This comes in 20 packs of 20, 50, 75, and 100. And the company is called Alpaca Grow. And they are made in Vermont.
You know, a hot thing for gardeners to do is sprouts and microgreens, little nutritious things that you can grow indoors and sprinkle on your food. And a company that can supply both is High Mowing Organic Seeds. They're out of northern Vermont, and they specialize, in fact, they're about the only company that can give you USDA organic and non-GMO project verified seed. And one of their new products here is Microgreens seed. This is specifically selected for producing microgreens. This is a selection of their 6 top sellers. They've been selling to farmers for years. They've got about 30 different varieties you can do, but this is their 6 best. A whole rack like this would be about $400, 120 packs of seeds, retail $4 to $6 each, I think they said. And they also have sprouting seeds as well as a whole line of other organic vegetable seeds. So that's High Mowing Organic Seeds from northern Vermont here at the IGC show.
We're at Nature Creations. The artist Scott McDowell from Olney, Illinois, creates these beautiful birdhouses out of reclaimed materials like tin, barnwood, slate, and some other materials. And they are all made in Olney, Illinois. They have a couple new birdhouses for this show in particular, the white one that we're looking at right now. And they have about 50 styles of these absolutely unique and different birdhouses that would really stand out in a garden center. Hey Chris, check out these baskets.
I was admiring these earlier. I love the texture. They've got a nice shape, kind of retro, and great colors too, right? Lots of colors. This company is called Almi. I have not seen them here before.
No, this is their first year here. In fact, this is their entry into the United States market.
And a good entry it is based on the wide array of shapes, colors that they've got. It's an Israeli company. The owner is also known for Invicta watches, which I found rather fascinating. That's his other company, but they're apparently really big in Israel, and they are looking for U.S. distributors. But again, here's some more of the baskets and some tall things that they do. And this is Mrs. Almi, as a matter of fact. I was trying to interview her earlier. 20 minutes I stood here, she just wouldn't say a word. Then I found out it's actually a piece of very expensive artwork, believe it or not. Either that or one of those people that just stand still for a long time. I'm still not convinced on that one. But anyway.
Keep waiting. Just keep waiting.
Anyway, that's Almi, one of the new exhibitors here at the 2017 IGC show.
Very nice.
One thing you may not know about me is I am a serious aficionado of fairy gardening. And that's what I love, stopping in here at Ultimate Source, which has some of the nicest fairy gardening supplies you could want to find. Now, their claim to fame is kind of twofold. First of all, fairies. In fact, here's some coming for spring 2018, and these fairies are all based on the book by Cicely Mary Barker called The Complete Book of Flower Fairies. And so they're really nicely done. Now, the second claim to fame of these is they're durable. They're made of durable plastic, so I can play with them to my heart's content and not break them. Always important. And hey, here's something cool. For this year, coming out, Peter Rabbit. Now, what kid and grown-up didn't love the Peter Rabbit stories? And they've got all the characters. They've got Benjamin Bunny. There's Peter back there in his blue coat. And that is little tiny, what's his name? Timmy Willie. That's him in there. Oh, there's Jemima Puddle Duck. And there's Miss Tiggy Winkle in there. And there's Flopsy Mopsy and Cottontail. And you can tell that any minute now I'm going to get in here and start playing with these things myself. But seriously, really nice stuff. And the coolest thing of all, they actually make a kit where your kids can either build a fairy garden in the dirt in a container, or they can use a, let's see if where is it? There it is. They've got this sort of like AstroTurf foam in there where they can do their fairy gardening right in that instead of the dirt if you want to keep them clean. And they've got all the little plastic plants and of course the accessories. So that's the whole Flower Fairies line from Ultimate Source. Now, I've got to get playing here.
So as we were walking the show, this pottery from Lotus International really caught our eye and is sort of indicative of a larger trend that we're seeing toward more of a natural look for pottery and really just in general with a lot of the products that we're seeing. This is from Vietnam, and it has a what they call a bubble glaze on it. The first product that you saw was the Atlantis Garden Series, and these are available through Lotus International. Some of the other trends that we are seeing at the show are also more natural with reclaimed wood, metal, tin, those sort of materials, and then a lot of glass as well.
Speaking of trends, Jen, I can show you several at two booths that are right across from one another. First, we're here in Syndicate Sales where, well, I love the ambiance of the booth. We've got a, well, it's faux wood in the background, but it looks like wood, natural sort of palette wood, and I love the strings of open light bulbs, also very trendy. And speaking of trendy, lighting up these shelves underneath here to light the product, look at what an impact that would make at a garden center as opposed to just if it was dark, kind of like this corner is here. And I'll also show you their hottest product at Syndicate right now is this create your own terrarium mix. Everything you need in the box to make a terrarium is right there. They say millennials love it because there's no waste. You don't have to buy a 50-quart sack of soil to make a 1-quart terrarium. And a few other things. The natural wood is very nice. I love how this is burned. Their logo is burned into the front edge. That's something that you might consider doing, some kind of a brand for your garden center. But then if we look across the way at Vera Deck, which specializes in these big containers, step back here, just stand back and look. They're using a more even kind of a wood, you could say shiplap style, but in a stain. And I love like the steel, just big blank steel section in the center there with their simple logo on it. Really stripped down, pared back, and modern, which goes beautifully with their pot. So there's a few different ways to use wood and lighting and paint and stain and other cool things in your garden center to give a nice effect.
If you are looking for something totally different for the garden center, check out these little robot planters from the Pottery Patch. They each have different names. There's Gabby, and Nellie is the bigger one up there. The biggest is Billy, and then Lucy. So everyone is individual, sold individually except for Lucy, the little one, and she comes in a case of 2. The prices wholesale range from $61 down to $27, and these are new this year and would make a great talking piece and a nice little addition to the garden center.
Hey Jenzy, you know what this is? This is, well, to a hummingbird, this is Mecca. This is what's called a nectar dot, and this is by the company Nature Products USA. And what it is it's a handheld hummingbird attractor. All you got to do is put a little bit of food in there, and if you wonder if it works, well, check out the video back here. It is really working, and the way it works is they say you put out a regular humming feeder, let the hummingbirds get used to coming to that, then you put this out near it, maybe on a little stand over here, so they get used to eating from that, and then the next day you come out, stand still, and just wait. And they sell like mad. Now these are about $4.99 or 3 for $12 at retail, and for, I think he said $2.99, you get this entire kit, 144 of the little nectar dots, and the stand with the player playing the video, which they say is key to selling, as you can imagine. So that's just a very cool new idea from Nature Products USA, the nectar dot.